I'm happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine. In a bag, I'm useless. But not for long, the future. It's coming on, 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 my future. Okay, I just had to get that off my chest because I love that album. It was one of the first albums I ever owned growing up as a kid. I bought it like a little HMV type of shop. It was back at Lakeside, which is a shopping centre over in Thurrock, Essex. I got it with my pocket change that I worked, so helping out at my parents' with chores and stuff. And so I got that album. That's my, I should have said my second one after Eminem's Musical Classic. My first proper album I ever owned with my money, and it never gets old. That album will tear me up in nostalgia, just like this film, Reject False Icons, a documentary concert film about the Gorillaz did. Well, not quite, but it reminded how much I love this particular band for the animated music videos and the vibrancy and Damon Albarn from Blur acting a bit like a prat, but that just made me laugh overall. If you're someone who loves the band, you're definitely gonna love what's on offer on here. They show almost all the songs that are featured from all their albums, with a strong focus mainly on Humans and the Now Now, which to be honest with you, I don't really care much for those albums. I only care about their three first ones. Gorillaz, Demon Days, Plastic Beach, and then, they've done Fall, and Humans, and Now Now, which are so-so, but, they get better over time. But the first three are always the best ones, as you can tell. It's like with Prodigy, Experience, Music for the Jilt Generation, Fat of the Land, were all great. I mean, they went back with The Day Is My Enemy, and No Tourists, and Invaders Must Light, which are all good, but they're not quite as legendary as the originals. Sorry, I lost my little voice a bit there. Just getting back to my point, it essentially chronicles the production end of things and the singing end of things in regards to their most recent albums. How they managed to contract the melodies and get all these collaborators and hip-hop musicians to work on the project. So essentially, what you are getting is both a concert film and a behind-the-scenes making of the album. So Humans and the Now Now itself. If you want a sort of behind-the-scenes analysis of their earlier works, you're probably better off just watching Bananas, which is on free on YouTube, believe it or not. And it's a bit more of an interesting documentary. Also, it tends to cover a little bit more of the animation aspect of things about the band itself. This one sort of hints at it. We get clips of it, but we actually don't know exactly how they animate the films in the studio. We don't actually have any sort of like special animation footage that you can only see in this particular documentary, which is probably the film's downfall, but I won't try to discredit it too much because I hope with the success of this documentary and the two recent albums that they come with a feature-length film about the Gorillaz. It's going to have adult animation like Sausage Party or South Park. It's not only for kids. It's going to have some kick-ass music. And it's going to be shown on the big screen or at least on Netflix. I would love to see that happen. If Pink Floyd's The Wall can do it, so can they. Hopefully this movie props up that. Because all the great music that they just play, like Clint Eastwood, Feel Good Inc., Stylo, Sweepstakes, M1A1, Punk, Rehash, is not enough to suffice. Even if how nostalgic and beautiful that was. Just like watching Toy Story 4, where it's pretty much nostalgia pornography of the finest order. You just made me cry. I have to go back to Essex and dance around like a twat. That's how it means to me. Hey, everyone can joke every once in a while. With my chicken nuggets. Obsessing about Channel 4 in the mornings, because The Simpsons would play. Or BBC at 6 o'clock. In Essex. Well, I'm just thankful people are watching this review and seeing what they think of it. Because the election pissed me off. It buggered me blind. So I need to see is just to get that bloody election with Bojo and Jeremy Corbyn off my chest. This is Skinny Ebert signing off. Until next time, please keep on watching. And also, if you don't hear from me, have a happy new year.